The war between the LTTE, the Tamil Tigers, and Sri Lankan government forces lasted nearly 3 decades. It saw the notorious use of suicide attacks and eventually ended with the LTTE's defeat under bombardment in a shrinking enclave in 2009. This young Tamil acknowledges working undercover during the war. He came to Britain as the war ended, studied and went back home and found a job. Then he says he was arrested and accused of returning to help reorganize the LTTE.
I was hung upside down, I was beaten up with pipes and sticks, I was burned with cigarettes, various ways of torture.
Another Tamil refugee says her husband was killed by Sri Lankan forces as a suspected LTT member, and they wanted her son for the same reason. She ended up in Britain, failed in her asylum application, spent time in detention here, and was put on a charter flight back to Sri Lanka with others being forcibly removed. She says her troubles started almost immediately.
I was put into a white van. I was blindfolded and taken to an unknown place where I was detained. The next day they came into the room and they accused me of being an LTT member. They had all the details of my son who was in the LTT and my husband. So they started interrogating me and ill-treating me. They also raped me many times.
It's not uncommon now for judges to halt the deportation of Tamils about to be removed on charter flights.
It's unfortunate. We'd rather we didn't do it that way. We'd rather do it with the government actually acknowledging the threat, the peril of people going back to Sri Lanka, and for a time suspending those flights until the whole matter can be investigated fully.
Neither the UK Border Agency nor the Immigration Minister would be interviewed, but the Border Agency said in a statement to the BBC, "We only undertake returns to Sri Lanka when we're satisfied that the individual has no international protection needs." And the European Court of Human Rights has ruled that not all Tamil asylum seekers require protection. The Sri Lankan government maintains that it's committed to reconciliation and recently told the UN that it has taken steps to prevent ill treatment or torture. Trust in the aftermath of the conflict is clearly at stake. Mike Wooldridge, BBC News.